to that of Mr. Pornario, who went to the space. Of course, 55 years ago there was a date which divided the history of civilization on the period before and the period after. The humankind, the man, opened a new dimension of the universe. And since then, the efforts of the humankind were aimed to come closer to this universe, to study more and more. And as far as we all understand, we are still in the very beginning of this very long, very courageous, very interesting and very dangerous way. And we are proud, and I am proud of myself, that this person who opened the road was from the Soviet Union, from the Russian Federation, and his image is also the image of the present time, the present of unification of our civilization. And he became not only a symbol of the Russian Federation, he became the symbol of the world, of the unified world. And I suppose people who traveled to the space, they understand how our planet is small and how stupid it is to try to divide it. And what is I wanted to pay attention also, that if you remember, the people who are not so young, the elder generation, that in the 60s and 70s, when the Cold War was in its very active phase, it was the space that became one of the first area where cooperation started to form the future of the humankind. And the joint venture between the Soviet Union and states of the Eastern Europe, Asian countries, and then Soviet Union and the United States of America, they were all arranged in the outer space. And even now, during difficult time, we have a station, space station that is orbiting the Earth with international crew. So, research of the outer space definitely will demand united efforts of all the scientists, the potential of all the countries to invest jointly. And all these dreams that were, as it was said by many writers and fiction writers, may become only by joint efforts, be it travel or creation station at the moon, or space trip to Mars, and other joint ventures can be done only jointly. And I am very grateful that our outstanding scientist, public figure, and cosmonaut, Mr. Baturin, is here to share with you some of his thoughts. And our friend, who was not only the first and the only Romanian astronaut, cosmonaut, but also the ambassador of Romania to the Russian Federation, a very successful ambassador, I would say, is also here, and he's still serving both his ways of life. I mean, he's serving the space exploration, and he is serving the cause of developing of relations between our two countries for the sake of the future, and presence of this young generation, young students here. I think one of the indications that we have not lost the main thing, the interest of both countries to each other. And studying these sciences here in the university makes for all of you open the road to also to have scientific contacts with the Russian universities, with Russian colleagues, and nowadays and in the future. And I hope that we shall do this for the better relations between our countries. I'm not going to take a lot of your time for this. Once again, thank you to the authorities of the university. Once again, thank you to the distinguished human beings of the earth, those who were in the outer space. I don't remember exactly, but at present it is slightly more than 500 cosmonauts in the world. But it's just a limited profession, and the trade union of cosmonauts is a very small and weak one, I would say. But I suppose, taking into consideration their influence all over the world, in all the countries, influence to the political class of all the countries, they're quite important. Okay, thank you very much.